Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to Cardano Live. I have Chris and Shawn with me here today from GeroWallet. They're going to tell us about the GeroWallet, the web browser plugin wallet. It'll be used for DeFi apps coming up here soon in the future on Cardano. Gentlemen, welcome to Cardano Live, and thank you very much for coming on Cardano Live with me tonight. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you so much, Rick, for having us.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you, Rick. It's a pleasure to be here.
Right on, right on. And so tell us a little bit about GeroWallet. For those that don't know, before we go into it, I want to let the viewers know we have links to GeroWallet down below. That's the GeroWallet website where you can learn more about the GeroWallet. We have links to their Twitter. There's links to the Medium articles that has the Medium articles they put out over the last several months. And there's a link to their YouTube channel where they have videos where you can watch and see how things are being done over GeroWallet. So that's good information to have. And with that said, gentlemen, who would like to go first? Tell us about GeroWallet.
Sure. Yeah, I can jump into it. So GeroWallet is currently a Web3 extension, Cardano wallet. So right now you can purchase Cardano, you can store it, send it, receive it. And so the focus of GeroWallet is going to be really incorporating a lot of UX principles to really support those new users that are going to be migrating to Cardano and learning about blockchain even, especially as these Cardano applications are coming out, these dApps are coming out and platforms, as well as it's going to be featuring a lot of these expert DeFi solutions as well further down the roadmap. I think that's a pretty general synopsis of it.
Yeah, that's a good start to get us up and running. And GeroWallet launched on the CardStarter platform, right? So tell us a little about that and what you guys been doing for the last 6 months getting things launched.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was quite a while ago actually already. But yeah, CardStarter incubated us, and those guys are great. They really have like the incubation process and the launching process down to a scientific method. So thank you so much, the CardStarter guys, if you're watching. It's been great. Yeah, I mean, what else? Sorry.
We didn't get a lot of sleep in the last 6 months, and right after we completed the IDO, we started assembling a team of developers, and we just jumped right into it because we had a lot of way to cover to be able to, let's say, deliver even a beta version of the wallet to the public in 3 months' time. Yeah, we really did a very good sprint for it.
Okay, all right. Now, was the Jiro token, when you guys launched that, you did an IDO and a private sale on the Ethereum side. Was that via MetaMask or on Uniswap or something like that into CardStarter? How'd that work?
Yeah, we recommend Uniswap, and then of course you can use the compatible Ethereum wallets that you prefer there. So, but we are migrating to Cardano very soon. So yeah, we did launch on Ethereum, but we're migrating soon.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good to hear. And with the smart contracts coming out, some of the token deploying platforms waited until the smart contracts came out so they could put certain features either into their dApps, wallets, smart contracts, whatever it is they were developing. So they needed those features available. All right. So, and the questions already came up, how do we buy your tokens? So we'll get to those in a little bit. All right. So last 6 months, you guys have been very busy developing. You created the GeroWallet as a web browser extension, right? It runs in Chrome and Firefox?
Chrome and Brave.
Okay. Chrome and Brave.
I have the official answer. Yeah, sorry for that, Rick. I just wanted to say the official answer is that we support Chrome, but it also runs on Brave. But officially, it runs on Chrome.
Okay, so you got Chrome targeted first. Make sure you're using Chrome whenever you're using GeroWallet, at least at this point. The link in the description down below will also get you to the beta. So when you go to the beta, it will take you to the Chrome store. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so make sure, as with all wallets, for the users out there, please make sure you're on the correct link. Please make sure you're actually on the Chrome store before you install that extension. Okay, and then from there you can go into the creation of wallets, stuff like that. Okay, so what can the wallet do up to this point? We were talking about that before the podcast. What capabilities does it have now, and what capabilities do you plan on putting in there in the future?
Yeah, so it's going to be able to do a lot. So all of the requests that everybody's asking for, it's going to happen. So right now, you can purchase ADA within the wallet. You can send, receive, and store ADA. So that was our primary focus from the beginning. And so we've gotten past that threshold with the beta, and then now we're moving forward with delegation, NFTs, CNTs. Those are going to be the most recent features that we're going to have coming out, and then we're going to move into hardware wallets, integrations with DEXs. You're going to be able to swap within the wallet, and then next year we're going to be moving into a lot of these DeFi solutions like yield farming, derivatives, and synthetics. So that's pretty well-rounded, I guess.
Yeah, it is. So
I just wanted to mention that in parallel we are developing a mobile version for both Android and iOS flavors.
Yes.
Yeah, and that is we're targeting for Q1 2022, but maybe Christmas is going to bring some some surprises.
I know how that goes, because when Yoroi first launched on the mobile devices, it was available on Android first, and then Apple just kind of sat on their thumbs for like 2 or 3 months. And I actually got a hold of Sebastian at the time, and he was working on it, and said, "Hey, how come I can't get this on my iPhone yet?" He goes, "Apple's taking longer. They'll get to it eventually. They already sent the code to them. So you guys are going to run into that. You'll get it out on Android, and then Apple's going to be a while later." All right.
They are notorious for that. Yes.
Yeah. So just users, be alert to that. Now, as far as the wallet itself, so you guys sent me some links. We had a little chat before we come up on the podcast, and I dialed into the GeroWallet, pulled it up on my screen. I loaded the web extension into Chrome, and then you go to either create a wallet or it will restore wallet. And for those who have used Yoroi in the past, you're familiar with the web extensions, and you can create wallets and restore wallets in Yoroi. And you also have that feature available in Jiro. And so I like to make sure users are keenly aware when they are in a web browser and they're using an extension, that they know exactly what they're doing, because it's very important. You're going to take word seeds, 24 word seeds, and type them into something that is connected to the internet, right? And we're all paranoid, and we're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. So tell me about the security. So I'm going in to dial in my 24 words if I want to restore a wallet from that I already have in Daedalus, right? And I want to instantiate it into GeroWallet. What security measures are in place that protect me, the user?
That's a very good question, Rick. And so I will begin by saying that we are very lucky to have some of the most talented and experienced developers out there. And from the beginning, or day one, we started, let's say, coding with security in mind, but also on enterprise level. So we're using, let's say, merge requests that in order for a piece of code to be uploaded to the main, let's say, to the main branch, another coder has to review that and accept it. But then going back to your question, so when you put your 15 or 24 seed word, it creates all the private and public keys are created locally within your browser, and those are then encrypted with the password that you set for the wallet. So everything is securely and safely stored within your browser. Unless you actually make a transaction, nothing leaves your browser at that point. And so before taking the beta version out, we also did a security audit of the application. We had pen testers try to, let's say, break it or manipulate it. We did a source code review. And then we also launched on Immunify, which is a bug bounty program. And we have that active as well.
Okay. And so this security audit, was that internal with your team, or you have an external?
No. So an external company did the audit. Yeah.
Nice. And I guess I'm assuming that's available. The audit is maybe on your website, or people say, hey, can I see the audit? I mean, not everybody's going to do that, but just in case.
Yeah, well, through all the chaos, we didn't upload it, but yes, it's available, and maybe it's an action item for us to just upload it up there.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, just so they could at least say, okay, yeah, there's another company named Bob that said,
correct.
Yep, you did an audit. No,
Yeah.
then they go, okay, warm fuzzy. Right.
Sure.
Then some people will go all the way down to Bunny Hold and they will try to find the name of the company that did the audit, and then they'll do research on them. There's always that guy. Guarantee it.
Well, it's good.
Guarantee it.
It's
good. Yeah,
we
it's good.
welcome
It's good.
that
It's
word.
great.
We welcome that.
It's great. It's great. All right. So if you guys could tell us a little bit about the coins. I want to make note. There's a few viewer questions. I love getting the viewer questions. We got great viewers over here, Cardano Live. People ask awesome questions, and they've already made note. They want to get Jiro tokens, but they want to avoid those ridiculous Ethereum fees. And they also want to. Nico said, "I want to buy Jiro, but refuse to use Uniswap." And VMoon Studio said, "I bought Jiro on Card Starter." There you go. And then we also have the question: can we buy Jiro with ADA and when? All right. So these are all perfectly timed questions. Thank you to the viewers greatly for asking that kind of stuff. Okay. So you launched on with the Ethereum side, right? Get the funds and get the things up and running. Okay. Yes. Magic question. We didn't discuss this before the podcast. Are we going to run those through the ERC20 converter, or are there going to be tokens already to meet us on the other side? How's that going to work?
Yeah, I can talk about that a little bit. So the Card Starter is actually building a bridge right now, which will be out soon. And so it's going to be a converter as far as, so if you have one wallet on one end, you have your ADA wallet on the other end, and you send the tokens through to your Cardano wallet. So I want to address those questions that people have sent through, because those are very, very important questions, actually, especially about Ethereum gases. So we hear that a lot. We see that a lot. We would love to move to ADA as soon as possible. And so I guess, like, as soon as we can do that, we will be doing that, and that'll be way more accessible to everybody. And then we can start making the token a lot more accessible as well. So right now we suggest Uniswap, but that's because, we're pre-ADA migration. So we're not going to try to force these other platforms and stuff like that, and centralized exchanges and stuff like that. So if individuals want to get in early with GeroWallet, feel free. But we are very focused on the platform. And then when we can migrate from Ethereum to ADA, we will do that. And then we can push forward and with the more focus on the token at that time.
Rick, if I may, I just want to add that we are currently developing the smart contract for Jiro, and that is halfway through. But what I want to mention is that, okay, it's halfway through, then it's just because it's finished doesn't mean it can go live. We need to audit that again, make sure that it's adhering to all the security standards, it's audited, it's tested, and then we can feel comfortable to run it on the mainnet. And once that is done, then what Shawn mentioned with the bridge is gonna take place.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to hear. And at least, well, here's the trade-off, right? You launched on ETH via a DEX via Uniswap. At least USA citizens can purchase using that mechanism, because, like, for example, is Jiro security, where if you were selling it via your web browser and my email address and my KYC, can a USA citizen purchase Jiro directly from you guys? Could they have? I don't know.
That is a great question, and I have no legal background, so I definitely don't want to step foot there. I would say, if anybody that's in the USA and interested in purchasing the token, talk to a legal advisor before moving forward. That's what I would suggest.
Right. Because once it's available on Uniswap, I can get to it. It doesn't mean I'm allowed to. Right. Then it falls on me and my responsibility. Did I just purchase something I'm not supposed to be in possession of as a USA citizen? Doesn't matter if you're from Switzerland. It doesn't matter if you're from Singapore. You're good to go. Yay. Mm-hmm. Good for you guys. Right. Yeah. So if you're, your country of origin, I'm not a lawyer and I don't know all the country's rules, but there are countries that are regulated very much like how the SEC does in the United States. So just be alert to that. But, Uniswap is Uniswap. There's nothing to stop you. Nothing to stop you. What's the? Can you give me a rough idea? When do you think there will be a DEX? If you guys could speculate, or if you have an idea, on Cardano, where I can buy native Jiro tokens on Cardano through
Yeah, that's a great
GeroWallet.
I think the first
I know it's a
question
hard
is,
one.
I think the first question is, when will we reliably have a DEX on Cardano out there to purchase or like swap native tokens? I think that's the first question. But I guess to answer that question, I mean, that's a good question.
That's the goal. That's what
I
we're
think-
all aiming to build to, right?
I think fairly the goal, Chris, is to be able to do that before the end of the year.
If I understood, so the question is, when do we estimate DEXs are going to be up and running, or when are we going to connect with them, or both?
Yeah, it's a tough question.
It needs both. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs both.
So my personal, and this is just a speculation, I believe DEXs or DEX is going to be up and running in 1 month or 6 weeks. And our goal as a team is when DEX is up and running and we have confidence in that DEX, that again, sorry if I'm repeating myself, we want to safeguard users' funds. As long as that is, let's say, we check that checklist, and then our priority is to launch with them and allow our users to trade at the same time.
Okay. And that's fair enough. I know it's really hard to estimate, especially with large projects like this. This is not a small project. Building a wallet, I mean, Emergo built Jiro. It took some time. You know, there's a lot of people working on this project. So you got to have a DEX. You build your wallet. Once the DEX is there, you plug the wallet in, you verify that it works, and then people can start buy, trade, and sell the tokens via DEX with the Jiro wallet. And that's the goal, right? We'll get there eventually. Hopefully sooner than later.
Yes.
I do got to say, I love your guys' logo and colors. I'm a little bit biased. Right? I'm a little bit biased at Cardano Live over there.
Sure.
So you guys did a killer job with the logo and color theme. I got to give you credit for that. I'm not paid to say that. I do not accept tokens. No one's paid me to say that. I just thought it was kind of cool. I was like, I like that logo. So I got to play around with it a little bit there. All right. So
Thank you.
let's see. Yeah, we did have a few questions we talked about before the podcast. Okay, security guarantees. We touched on that. You have a security audit. You have that. The token sales that have already occurred. So the pre-sale, the private sale, and the IDO sale are already complete. Yes, is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I pulled the screen up. I can screen share it if you would like me to. We would just have to speak verbosely to it because this is audio going up on Amazon, Google, Spotify, the whole genie gig. So the tokenomics, what tokens are left for people to buy, sell, and trade on Cardano? Like the IDO token sales complete. So there's 30% ecosystem and community rewards. Are those 30% tokens still left available for dispersion?
Yes. Yeah. They're going to be dispersed for actually ecosystem is like the next 4 years. That's going to take a long time to be unlocked. And then we have the dev tokens. So that's over a year, and the team tokens. So that's over a year. It started at 3 months and then up to a year. And then we have the seed tokens. So those are also three months. Started unlocking 3 months, and then up to a year. Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay if I pull the screen share up just real quick and I'll touch on it, make sure we covered it? That way, if anybody's got any questions, please let these gentlemen know. We got the experts here. Now's the time to ask. Please don't beat me up on Twitter tomorrow and say you didn't ask Jiro a certain question. Please ask us now and not beat me up on Twitter tomorrow. But you can ask them on their Twitter. It's linked down below. Check it out. Ask
Or
them,
the Telegram.
beat them up.
Come into the Telegram.
Yeah. Go on their Telegram and beat them up in their Telegram. Don't beat them up. Ask them the questions and be nice. And we love you guys for building on Cardano. It's awesome. Okay, so let me get that. Share screen. And I'm just going to share that window, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just so people are clear, because this is where people get on my case about, hey, what was their token distribution like and blah, blah, blah. So your token distribution, you guys completed it on the Ethereum side. Private sale was done a while ago. I don't know when, earlier this year, I guess.
17th of May, Shawn?
Yep.
Okay. IDO, that was on Uniswap. So you have some advisor tokens here. And then there's this 30% ecosystem and community rewards. So these are still left for dispersion, yes?
That is
Yes,
correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then is there a vesting schedule? You kind of mentioned it earlier. Is there a locking schedule for all of the other previously dispersed tokens?
Correct. Yeah, almost all of it has a vesting period. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I already described it. I already explained it prior to bringing this up, but I mean, I can go through it again.
Oh, no, that's okay. I mean, and you hit on it. As long as people know there's a general locking for some period of months and years. And the key is, like we talked about before the podcast, was that you don't want the early investors who bought in cheap dumping on the new investors who are buying into the ecosystem presently and have this massive spike and then a dump of the coins, right? You want it to be a healthy growth process. So you got to kind of put some restrictions on the dispersion of tokens.
Of course.
Otherwise, you end up like ICP. I'm not beating up on ICP, but it happened.
Yeah.
They got destroyed by it.
And well, people learn lessons though. So, it's just about learning from that and progressing in blockchain. So
Yeah.
Let it be a lesson to anybody else that's about to launch.
Yeah. Locking is important and token distribution is important. And for anyone new to crypto, please make sure you read up on that because we do not do the financial advice here. You got to read up on it for the website for every token platform that you're doing research on. Is make sure you understand that coin dispersion and the locking schedule is very important. What I'll do is I'll check with the viewers to see if we have any other questions from. And what else you guys got in the meantime?
Just one thing I wanted to bring up. The white paper does go into more detail with the tokenomics. So if anybody has any more questions about the tokenomics, you can go there. And then also if you have additional questions about tokenomics, you can come into the Telegram and we'll get that sorted out as well.
Okay, there you go. That's great because then that's good to hear. The people can get their questions answered personally, custom answers in the Telegram channel. Mm-hmm. And the thing I like about Telegram channels and Discord channels is you end up building experts in the community, and sometimes the experts can help you answer questions so that Chris and Shawn don't have to stay awake 24 hours a day instead of 18 hours a day. But it does help. You still get to get in and talk with people. And
yeah, so we do have some experts. So thank you. Shout out to them as well. That's a huge help. That way we can focus on, building the platform and not, because it can be a 24/7 job just answering all those questions.
Yeah, it can be. I did that with Cardano Official as well for a while. But as more experts built up, then people were able to answer each other's questions as more new people showed up. So it's a good community building to have these Telegrams and Discords and stuff. There was a question from Keller Crypto. Thank you, Keller Crypto. Will there be any staking with the Jiro tokens?
Yeah, that is a very good question. There will be when we transit to ADA.
Okay.
So currently there is no staking for the ERC20 tokens, but the smart contract that we are developing, it's one of its utilities is the staking.
Nice. And that is the beauty and the magic of Cardano is that the native assets inherit the properties of the blockchain. So you're able to program into the smart contract the staking process for your tokens. And I take it you'll update that on your website as to what the staking percent rewards are, how much you stake and how long it takes to get the rewards.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Closer to that time, we'll be sure to announce all the specifics about that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. And I don't know if it's covered in the white paper yet, but people can definitely refer to the white paper. I don't recall seeing it, but
for the staking of Jiro?
Staking, yeah.
There's a little bit on the staking, but as we're developing the smart contracts with M Labs, there may be some changes, especially legality. So there may be some things we have to change there, but you will be able to stake, Joe. Yeah.
So you're working with M Labs on that. And there was a question from another viewer. Thank you, Keller Crypto, by the way. I appreciate it. From another person, they asked, what do you look for in a partnership? So you have like a partnership with M Labs.
That is a very good question. And it's
Like if you're going to partner with a DEX, or if you're going to partner, what would you be looking for? Would you be looking for the same type of good security audits being done, quality products being produced, and stuff like that?
yeah, it's definitely quality products, and then the utility of these products, and of course, even the people that are building this product, being feeling comfortable to collaborate with them, and getting the sense that they are in the same mindset as you are. And Rick, honestly, I just want to say that with everyone that we have been communicating this far, I'm amazed, like how many good people, and how good let's say the people behind the products are. And this is something I really like in the Cardano ecosystem. It's one of the first times that I feel like this. Meeting the teams and other people working together, and everyone has this common vision and goal and ethos.
Okay. Yeah, that is what I really like about Cardano as well, is that people are starting to form teams, and they're connecting together, and they're building relationships that help them build better products and better connectivity. And that's great to see. And we're also seeing multiple products and competing products come online, but those competitors are still able to work because Cardano is so big. They're able to work together and have common space together and work inside the space, because Cardano is massive. It is just so huge. You can have multiple DEXs and you can have multiple wallets, and they're still very successful in their own way, right? And there's something for everybody out there. There's so much variety for people out there to pick from across all the different projects that are running on Cardano. And I think we're going to just be utterly amazed over the next several months, not just with the summit coming up on September 25th, but with all the different products launching on Cardano over the next several months. There were other, thank you, Juan. There was a couple other related questions, any potential collaborations. I think you kind of answered that. Is there any other collaborations you have coming up? Like, people want to know, are you going to partner with Apple or IBM or Microsoft? No, I'm just kidding. What do you got?
Maybe someday. But I think immediately what comes to mind is there will be some partnerships with DEXs coming up for sure. We're not ready to announce those yet, but those would be the big ones. And then, yeah, we definitely are in talks with other partnerships as well, and those will continue to roll out as we're going through the roadmap. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, there's a couple of tough questions in chat. If you guys can answer these, if the question's invalid, let me know. If it's good, let me know. What was the question? What is the current market cap and circulating supply? I mean, the market cap is whatever it says on. Is it reflected on coin market cap for Jiro already? I did not check.
So that is a very good question, and it's something that we're working to, let's say, correct, because on CoinGecko the numbers are not 100% right, and we should have an update this week. This is
okay. So CoinGecko is providing some metrics or data on that, and there was a similar question. Kevin asked, why has Jiro lost 70% in the last month? And I imagine for every dollar I invested, if I was down 70 cents on the dollar, then I'd be a little bit concerned about that. I don't know if, not financial advice, but you guys have any ideas about?
Yeah, I mean, I could touch on that. Absolutely. I think the market is super, super vulnerable. And so we're kind of associated with Cardano and then also the rest of the market. I think, as a very new token that's connected to Ethereum right now, whenever the rest of the market gets kind of paranoid or just a little bit of red or something, like these alts bleed. And it's the other way around, like when things start to stabilize and these alts start to go crazy. And so, I think last month, we were like 20 cents and then it went up to 50 cents and now we're back to 20 cents. So, it's going to go up and down. I think that's just natural. So that's what I would contribute to the change in prices. Really, it's pretty natural.
Yeah. And thank you for the question, Kevin and Shawn. I appreciate you at least trying to answer that. Because sometimes people will take a slice. I do it too. When I want to make fun of Ethereum, I take the worst possible slice of Ethereum. I go back in time and say, okay, when were they better than they are now? Okay, 2 months ago they were worth $4,200. Now they're only $3,200. So I can make fun of them by doing that.
Okay.
It's a really bad habit of mine. Okay, it's a really
Sure.
bad habit I have. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, how much the price went down since a certain point in time? You can always find some point in time and say, okay, it went down since then. So what does that mean to the user? Does it mean it's a good time to buy? I don't know. So
I do want to add more to that too. I think part of the reason could be is that we are on Ethereum and those gas prices are crazy. So we do want to migrate as soon as possible. So I think it's harder for people to get into the token. The other thing is, though, I just want to mention that we are very, very focused on the platform. The wallet is the priority, and once we start to migrate over to ADA, then we'll start focusing on the token. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And with that said, can I go back to the bridge for a moment? When it does migrate, I get the general idea I have of how the bridging would work is you have a website where you can convert, right? And the person will say, all right, I'm going to send my ERC20 token into that website. And while I do it, I put in my Cardano address, Daedalus or Yoroi. I would never use an exchange address for something.
Or GeroWallet.
Or GeroWallet.
Oh, yeah, or GeroWallet.
Whatever your preferred wallet is, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, guys, for keeping me on track. Use GeroWallet, and you go to the Jiro website via GeroWallet, right? And then you send your tokens from the Ethereum side, and then you put your Daedalus address in there, or not Daedalus, but your Cardano address, right? Then it converts. It burns those ERC20s and then returns the Cardano native asset.
That is correct. Yeah. On a high level, this is how it works.
Okay. Thank you for getting me through that, guys. I almost screwed that up really bad.
Well, you weren't wrong. No, you were right.
You were right.
I just forgot.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stuck on this. I'm stuck on my old ways sometimes.
Yeah, things will change eventually. We're sure.
Yeah. And there was another question here. This is a great question. I love this. Is Jiro hiring? When people ask that question, that means they like you guys. I want to work with that guy. He's pretty smart.
Yeah, I mean, you can always reach out. So if anybody's interested in working with GeroWallet, if you have something to provide, if you just love GeroWallet, want to be a part of it, feel free to reach out. We usually suggest adding a CV or a resume and maybe just a little bit about like your history and why you're interested with working at Jiro.
And you can reach us at careers@GeroWallet or info@GeroWallet, or even helpdesk@GeroWallet. Yeah, just send us an email. We'll pick it up. Yeah,
I'll have to check that link down below, and also their Twitter. Get a hold of them on social media. And make sure if you want to work with GeroWallet, get a hold of these guys and make sure you let them know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a good question. I love it when that one comes up. People are like, hey, I want to, get more people over here working on Cardano. I'm happy with that.
It's very ambitious.
It is. There's a few other questions we went on, and then we'll wrap it up. Lots of folks here. Thanks, everyone, for having a good Friday night with us. There's a question. Are you coming to KuCoin? So let's kind of make that like a broader question. Which exchanges, centralized exchange, because you're on Uniswap, it's available. Jiro's available on Uniswap as an ERC20. Any other exchanges currently, or?
We are. I mean, the ETH token is currently on a few centralized exchanges,
if I'm not mistaken,
and Biloxi.
Yeah.
But we didn't provide any liquidity or anything for that. They did that on their own. So we recommend Uniswap for now. Until we migrate to ADA. So once we migrate to ADA and then we get on some DEXs, then we're going to start thinking about possible, centralized exchanges. So that'll be another discussion, further down the line. Yeah.
And
KuCoin would be a consideration.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as we always need to take legal into consideration, and we want to remain a utility token, not a security. And so even if personally, on a personal level, we would like to go on KuCoin on any other central exchange. We are always under the, let's say, the letter of the law and following the law closely. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because there was a question. We touched on this earlier in the podcast. but someone asked about if there's so. JP Bird asks, have you been working with regulators to make sure you won't have any hiccups from Uncle Sam? And see, that's a really good question in the context that it's not always you guys that can prevent the hiccups from Uncle Sam. It also falls on the SEC. But have you talked to any U.S. or country regulators?
Yes, absolutely. I guess I also want to note sometimes even when you do reach out to the SEC, they aren't very helpful, as what Brian Armstrong posted about from Coinbase. So I thought that was very interesting. But yes, we do have a legal team, and we are very, very careful in making sure that we adhere to the USA laws, because we are here in America, which seem to be the strictest as far as I know. So yeah, we unfortunately had to be very, very careful about those things.
Yeah, the double-edged sword of the SEC. It's good to have a scam prevention organization, but they do have a very heavy hand to the point where now they try. I got to give Hester Pierce credit. She's always trying to help crypto innovation, trying not to stifle it while still completing the mission of the SEC. So I got to give her a shout out for that. And so also kudos to you guys for working with the SEC on getting compliance. Make sure you're compliant and you're not selling to people you shouldn't be selling to, right? Like accredited investors, maybe, we don't know. I mean, if you guys have that sorted out, that's great. But then again, there's always Uniswap with those high gas fees. There's always a double-edged sword. There's always a trade-off, right?
That's right.
So, yay, Uniswap, I can get it there. Oh, God, I got to pay Ethereum gas fees. You kidding me? And so I did a comparison earlier today. We'll wrap this up in a few minutes, guys, but I did a comparison where Cardano did $11 billion worth of trading, and the cost of $11 billion worth of coin exchanges cost $41,000. And on Ethereum, there was about $9.6 billion worth of activity at a cost of $41 million. It was 1,000 times more expensive for the same volume on Ethereum. And I was like, Jesus. Now, it also matters the number of transactions, but once the gap starts getting that big, it really doesn't matter anymore. You just go, how much do I pay when I push this button? Oh, $35 to push this button.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go somewhere else. Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's a drawback of Ethereum. And so I just want to reiterate, we want to migrate as soon as possible. Yeah, especially because of those unfortunate gas fees.
Yeah, and I mean, that's fair enough. It's in the research papers from IOG from 2019. I was reading one yesterday, and it said even at the introduction, and due to with Ethereum gas fees being what they are, and I was like, wow, well, that's why Cardano was made the way it is. So, yeah. So this isn't the beat up on Ethereum show, but I appreciate you guys coming on and telling us everything you can about GeroWallet. And I thought this was a pretty fun podcast. I hope everybody got something out of it. And I just want to make sure you guys know you're always invited to come back to Cardano Live. So if you have updates coming out in the next 2 to 3 months, it would be great to have you on. Again, if you want to come on and do some updates, feel free to do so. Just hit me up. You know how to hit me up over there on Telegram. And that'd be great. Okay. Is there anything we missed or any last words you would like to tell the viewers about Jiro and having a happy Friday and a great weekend?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for the support so far. Thank you for, sticking around. Thank you for the questions, of course. We love the questions. And we have a long road ahead. So stick around and it's going to be exciting.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, everyone. And I'm just going to add to what Shawn said. Please be a little patient. Proper development takes time. But many, many exciting things are aligned, and we won't disappoint.
I'll look out for delegation very, very soon. Yeah, it's coming out soon.
Delegation coming soon. Coming soon. All right.
Very soon. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, folks, check out their Twitter down below, YouTube channel, and you can get updates in their Telegram about what the latest is going on over there. Until the next time. Thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have a great night. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Rick. Have a good night.
Going for number 1.